everybody, welcome to episode 7 of Share My World. I miss you guys. So if you all haven't noticed, we got back from Chicago last week. So sorry I wasn't able to do a sooner video, but we got back kind of late. No, fuck that kind of late shit. We got back late. But oh my god, I've had a marvelous time out there in Chicago. You just don't know. I mean, the feeling being out there is just so amazing. I'm so happy out there. Me and my man D'Angelo, if you all seen episode 6, that was my husband D'Angelo. He's been wanting to get on my show for the longest, so he came on an episode at the most perfect time you can only imagine. But today's episode is about the trip out there. So let me start by saying this. Do I not have the greatest husband in the whole wide world? Because our 11th wedding anniversary was April 17th, and I didn't know how we were going to celebrate it. I thought we were going to have to do something out here in Michigan for our anniversary. Little did I know that he had something planned, and that was for us to go to Chicago. And I was just very ecstatic. My mother-in-law agreed to watch the kids for us, all 4 of my kids, may I remind you. So we left on actually the day of our anniversary. So we dropped the kids off and we hit the road. And it was quite a little bit of a long journey, so to speak, you know, because we had to pass through so many cities in Michigan that I was kind of unaware of. It's been a while since I've been out to Chicago. Clearly you can see. But what I can tell you is that the moment we hit Chicago, I was in awe. I was just like in a gaze. I was just in a trance, like, oh wow. But the moment we hit Chicago, we hit rush hour, period. And it's like I didn't care. The fact that we were out there in Chicago, it was just beautiful. I loved it. I didn't care if we were in rush hour. I didn't care if we were going to be there for an eternity for all I care. I just loved being out there in Chicago. And the look on my husband's face, too, it was priceless. I mean, you could not take the smiles off our faces the whole time we were out there. We were like the Cheshire Cat, the Joker, with this just permanent smile on our faces. It was just wonderful. So we got out there, we checked into our hotel room, and we pretty much just dropped everything in the room and just left. We just was like, okay, we're going to get this whole day started. And I really wanted to get a pizza because we all know that Chicago is famous for their deepest pizza. So we went to Geno's. We went there before once upon a time. They have the most wonderful, amazing pizza ever. And while we were at Geno's Pizza, there was a hockey game going on, and yes, it was the Chicago Blackhawks. And I was already getting just amped up and excited because the fact we were actually watching the Blackhawks play. There was one play in that game that I did not understand. They could have made that score until somebody fucked it up. Whatever, I don't care. But it was getting too intense. I had to look away because I was like, yeah, I can't do this. And on top of that, we were at a bar. Yeah, Geno's was a pizza place / a bar, so I already knew it was going to start getting rowdier. And one thing I can say about the people in Chicago, their traffic out there, it's ridiculous, especially downtown. People constantly honk their horns. I swear, it's like when the light hits green, it's like you're just sitting there and you're daydreaming, and all you hear is honk, 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 honk. It's like, damn, like, move. Of course, my husband saw the trains. Yes, my husband is a very big fan of the CTA trains. I like the trains too. I just don't ride them at night because that's when the nutballs come out, like the mentally crazy ones come out. So we didn't ride any trains that night, obviously. We went driving around all of Chicago. It's beautiful at night. I actually have some photos. And if you guys are friends with me on my Facebook page and Instagram, I did post pictures of our Chicago trip. I've taken plenty of pictures. And I'm telling you, I just love being out there. It was great. The next day we did go to Denny's and got something to eat, so we started that day off right. And then we went on ahead, and of course we got on the trains. My husband really wants to get on those trains. You all know that my favorite color is blue, so you can only guess what my favorite train line color was. It was blue. Go figure. So if you guys are not familiar with CTA trains, I mean, Chicago got the best freaking transportation out there. It's ridiculous. You know, even their buses is amazing. Like, where you wait for the bus, the little booth thing at the bus, they literally have this monitor that tells you when the bus will, approach. You know how you got to sit there and take a hypothetical guess when the bus is going to come? Well, no, they have a screen that tells you when this bus is going to come. Like, let me use an example. The Grand bus. I remember that bus because we took that bus to go to the Navy Pier, and I'll tell you that story in a minute. But yeah, the Grand bus, we were waiting for that, and we looked at the monitor. It says it'll arrive here in about 5 minutes. I'm like, okay, cool. So, like I said, 5 minutes, bus showed up. I'm like, oh, wow, this is excellent. But just to let you know, if you ever live in Chicago, you have no excuse whatsoever to tell your boss that you were late, because he will look at you like you are the dumbest motherfucker ever in the history of Chicago. Like, how can you be late for work? If you take this bus arrives at such and such time. If you take the train, if you take the red to the blue and the blue to the green and the green to the orange, you know how it goes, people. They know their transportation. It's crazy out there. And they didn't get Windy City for nothing. It's very windy out there. I can tell you this. The next day it was okay, but then the other 2 days we were out there, they were cold. I mean, rainy and cold. And when that wind blows, it's like, I feel like there was some daggers, like, stabbing me. It's freaking freezing out there. I mean, I can only imagine once, we even try to go live out there, how it's going to be, because I already know in the wintertime we're going to be freezing. But, we rode, the trains, but you already know when nighttime came around, I was like, yeah, hon, it's time to get off these trains, because, the nut balls are coming out. So, yeah, we get off the train, but then we go get in our car and we drive around Chicago just to see what to get into and stuff. Me and my husband aren't really the bar type people where we go hit every freaking bar and get intoxicated. That's not us. Pretty much just drove down Lakeshore Drive, drove downtown again, drove to his old neighborhood where he grew up at and where his cousins grew up at, where his uncle lived at, just going around the place, just crazy. We went to a place called Northridge Mall. That is a beautiful mall, actually. I like that. And found a couple of Olive Gardens while I was out there, so at least I know where some Olive Gardens will be at when I go back out there again. So we did, once again, that Sunday we went to the Navy Pier, and you already know I recorded episode 6, part 2 of episode 6 out in the Navy Pier, and I love it out there. Sorry for the construction that you saw in that video. Apparently they are doing some construction out there at the Navy Pier. I don't know what they're trying to do. I guess they're trying to build some more activities or some more landscaping. I don't know, but whatever it is, I know it's going to be great. It's going to be beautiful. I'm really whatever. But yes, we went to the Navy Pier, and we kind of just walked around, and we did get a few things. And I mean, that's when my husband kind of pretty much said, it's really, I really want to come back home. And the food out there is amazing. I mean, I have no negative comments or remarks about their food. Their food is excellent. I love their food, especially their pizza. He took me to this place called Harold's Chicken. If you are originally from Chicago, you know what I'm talking about. Their food is good. I finally got to taste the pizza puff. It's not a pizza pot pie, it's a pizza puff, so I've been corrected. And it's really good. It really is. I mean, like I said, nothing negative about Chicago so far. Just the nut balls that come out at night on the trains. That's it. But other than that, if you want to get a feel for the trains, you can go on YouTube and look up CTA trains, and you can pick whatever train line, because I'm pretty sure they got them all posted up. But you can get a feel for what we were feeling. We were on the trains. It hits every single stop, and it just, while you're on the train, you just get this lovely views of Chicago. Except for the south side, it's not really pretty. It's more like, ghetto, but whatever. But hey, it didn't matter to me. I was in Chicago. I'm sorry, people. I'm in love with Chicago, clearly, and I'm about to show you how much I am in love with Chicago, because we are at the point where my husband and I went to get some souvenirs from our trip. And I'm actually got plenty of them surrounding me right now, so this is going to take me a minute to show you guys, so I'm going to start off. We got these souvenirs at this place called the Oh Yes Chicago, and it's at the Navy Pier. It's inside. They have like little stores and little outlet stores in the Navy Pier. It's really nice. So, this is mine. It's my little coffee cup, Chicago, and it's just a cup with all of Chicago, the whole city. Yeah, I can hold Chicago in the palm of my hand. It's, wow. Yeah, I'm crazy. So what? My husband got one too. He picked this out himself. He got a cup of Chicago. I actually like it. It's really, cute, but it's way too big for my hand. That's why I got my little coffee cup. I take this to work, by the way, drink my coffee, so I don't sit over here and keep wasting cups. Even though we're entitled to free coffee, but I'd rather just bring my own cup, so then that way I could just, refill it, reuse it. I don't have to sit over here and keep bringing in like new cups and stuff for my job. I'm sorry, I'm just saying there's no point in wasting paper. Yeah, I'm digging into this bag. We got pens. This say sorry if I can't focus it good. Hopefully you got it. Chicago on it. Of course, this one's his. Of course, this one's mine because it's blue. Go figure. You guys know my all-time favorite color is blue. And we have these keychains, and you can probably catch it. See, that's me. That's my name. Yes, it glows. They didn't have one with my husband's name on it, so we found one that says Dad on it. Yeah, I really wish they had one that says Angelo on it. That would have been sweet. And even though we didn't have like rings yet, but we got keychains with our initials. Everybody in my family's name start with a D. There's not a single person in this house whose name does not start with a D. Yeah. This is us together for life, y'all. Yeah, I'm telling you, we got a lot of stuff. I've just begun. So I showed you that stuff. And I have postcards that I'm going to use to probably hang up on the wall. My cousin Dominique actually sent me a text about this was the big bean. So here's a picture of that. That's my daughter whining. Here's Chicago at night. Love it. Come here, Mama. Come here, Mama. And I think this is like the beach part. Here, Mama. Here, Mama. What? Yeah, I love these postcards. I picked them out myself. Here, Mama. So, sorry, I had to give her some snacks. This is I think if I'm not mistaken, I think this is the Buckingham Fountain. I think this is at the Navy Pier. I didn't get a chance to see it because it was so cold. And we were walking outside, and like I told you, that was the day that it started to get extremely cold that day, and the wind was just like blowing. So we didn't get a chance to go. Hopefully next time we go out there, we'll be able to go. And this is just Chicago from like a helicopter airplane view, but it's gorgeous. And my husband spotted this one. I got one for him too. This is the trains that's out there. The ones they're downtown. Well, they could go downtown, but this one was taken downtown. You know what I mean. And these ones are like glittery postcards. I don't plan on sending these to anyone. I'm keeping these in particular to decorate my home with. Of course, these are all glitter. These were all like 25. These were all like 25 cents. So I got 4 for $1. I just love them. And this is the one of the stadiums. I think this is where the White Sox play, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, I got a lot of these postcards. It's crazy. I went crazy in that store. My husband will be the first one to tell you. And this one I plan on finding a nice size frame for, because I want to put it in a frame and put it on my wall. Oh, cool. So yeah. See, I put it closer a little bit so it can fit. So yeah, this is Chicago at pretty much sunset wise. Oh, here we go. And that's the Navy Pier. That's where we were at. All this is, it's beautiful. You can't get any more beauty than you possibly can out of Chicago. It's crazy. It looks better. It looks better whether it's in the morning, afternoon, evening, night. It's crazy. Can't forget the clothes, people. Can't forget the clothes. This is my hat. Yes, it's blue. Sue me. I like blue. That's actually my nickname. Wow. So yeah, the Windy City, Chicago. I know a lot of people don't see me wear hats. There's been a couple of videos that I did wear a hat, but those are my husband's hats, just to look different. And this is another shirt that I got. It's Chicago, like at night. You probably wonder why I'm gonna wear these. I don't know yet. When a special occasion calls for it, then I'll wear it. This next outfit I'm going to show you, I don't know when I'm actually going to wear this, but let me give you a hint. Game time, anyone? Of course. The Chicago Cubs outfit. I've never been to a Chicago Cubs game nor a Chicago White Sox game. I have been informed by my husband that they are rivals. And while we were out there, I've seen, these are the pants to the shirt. And they're, I guess you can call them kind of like yoga pants, I guess, but they are extremely comfortable. I've had pants like this before, so they're extremely comfortable. What was I saying? Oh yeah, but apparently, like I said, the Chicago White Sox and the Chicago Cubs are rivals. So while we were out there, I've seen more of Chicago Cubs fans than I did the White Sox fan. And the story behind this the Cubs outfit was that I was looking for a White Sox outfit. They had the shirt, but they didn't have the pants. So I was like, what the fuck? That's bull. So the only way I was going to get the shirt and the pants was if I go to the Cubs. So I said, okay, fine, fuck it. I'm going to go ahead and get the Cubs because I really want an outfit from Chicago. So I actually love it. No complaints here. I love the outfit. I really do. When I'm going to wear it, I do not know. I really do not want to mess this up. Like, I think I'm going to pull a page out of the celebrity book where I'm just going to hide this in a box somewhere, and then I'm not going to take it out until, like, you know, special occasion calls for it or something. And last but not least, I actually got some magnets actually from Chicago, but they're on my refrigerator holding some stuff up for me, so I'm sorry I couldn't show you that. But I will not disappoint you because I got something else. My husband and I went to this popcorn place because my mother-in-law wanted us to bring her back home some popcorn from this place called, I think it's called Garrett. They have this cheese and caramel popcorn mixed in with like some almonds and truffles and chocolate and all that other mess. So they put it in this. Yeah, see, that's the name of the place. The guy out there at the Navy Pier, this place is also inside the Navy Pier, informed us that this place is not only in Chicago, but it's out here too. It's out in 12 Oaks Mall. Yes, this place is in 12 Oaks Mall. I highly recommend you guys go to them. Their popcorn is off the chart. And if you don't believe me, see for yourself. It's gone. All that's in here is just crumbs. Yeah. Hubby and I tore through this. This popcorn is off the chart. And they put it in a container that says Chicago on it. I picked it out. I fell in love with it. I'm sorry. Yes, people, I am obsessed with freaking Chicago. You just don't get it. Yeah, that's pretty much everything that we got. My husband had got a few things too, but maybe one day I'll have him on another episode of my show again, and then he'll show you everything that he got from Chicago. But we went crazy when we were out there. I mean, golly, like I said, you couldn't take the smiles off our faces. We were just like, just happy-go-lucky out there. I swear we were. But I don't know if you and for those who have watched the show, who have watched the last episode of this season, not the last episode, but season. Sorry, I'm getting myself tongue-tied here. Let me get my thoughts together here. For those of you who saw episode 6, the last episode, I did reveal a secret. And like I said in the video, some of you already knew about this, but for those who didn't know, that's when we did reveal it. And yes, people, it is official. We are going to be moving to Chicago. Yes, we're going to be moving to Chicago. How soon are we trying to move out there is up in the air right now, but definitely next year we will be moving to Chicago, if anything else. You know, we've been talking about moving to Chicago for the longest. It's where my husband was born. You know, he's a Chicago native there. I've been in love with Chicago for the longest, since my grandmother took me out there to visit some relatives out there, and I've been in love with Chicago ever since. You know, there's more to do out there, you know, more activities. There's museums, there's places I can take my children, there's places I can go to, there's places my husband go to. It's more activities out there to do than it is out here in Michigan. I feel like we can prosper more out there and achieve our goals and achieve our dreams out there than out here in Michigan. I'm sorry, that's just the, I mean, no, fuck that. I'm not sorry. I've been feeling this way for the longest, and so has D'Angelo. And we just wanted to see what was the appropriate time to go out there. And you know what? We're tired of waiting. We're tired of doubting ourselves. We want to just go ahead and get the ball rolling and get this moving, because we would rather be happy and cheery than be out here just miserable as we can possibly be right now. And I believe in true happiness. I believe that if you want to accomplish your goals, then hell, you better take the steps in accomplishing that. And that's what I'm going to do. I don't care how long it's going to take, but I'm looking at places. He's trying to find some job opportunities. Hopefully some will come about. But we're going to definitely move up out of here, people. So, I mean, I really don't know much more else I can say on that note, because we're going to do whatever makes us happy. And like I told you in the video, you know, bye-bye Michigan, Chicago, the Burgess family is coming home. When are we coming home? I don't know. And as far as people not really liking the idea of us leaving, well, I'm sorry, unless you chimed in and paid our bills and helped me take care of these kids and help pay and work with me and stuff, you really ain't got no say in the matter. So, quite frankly, I really do not care what you think of us right now. But like I told you guys before, I'm home. I'm happy to be home. But we will definitely be moving the Burgess family to Chicago. I'm happy, but be on the lookout for episode 8 of Share My World. I love you guys, and I'll see you soon. Be classy, not trashy. And take care.